Hey, bubbling, coming in, crushing this art. Yo, so look, I'm here. Look, I was just listening to your boy Tobias Sleepwalker. Look, um, he was talking about influence, right, and sobriety, and I was thinking this really makes sense to me. And this goes back to meditation and all this too. Like, I feel like when it comes back to how much we can influence ourselves, this comes back to how much experience we've had to where we've developed our own reason and capabilities to art out of situations. And so I don't think this is like, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a negative or positive thing, but I feel like this is the thing of some, like if I was a young spirit, right? Um, where would I know how to go? You know, this is where I would not have anywhere to go. This is where I think that I would be swept up under the wave, and this would be more Piscean or pure mutable or more Jupiterian or more just getting caught up in experiences to where you're going to have to learn by experience. You know, you didn't necessarily know what you were getting caught up into, but this is where the world can pull you out and teach you, right? So that after you've been through all these experiences, you have something to say, and now you have something you want to build in the place you want to go, right? So yeah, so I don't, so that's, yeah, so that's where I feel like this comes back to this sort of play with the Tao or something like that, to where it's almost as if we're always going out there to art and create, or what should I say, to influence, right? This is like to be sober is to influence ourselves, right? As if we're have our own business, we have our own operation, and we have our own situation that we're setting up and expanding upon and working with, and utilizing the currents, right? We've got sucked up in enough currents, right? We've learned enough situations to where we know what's useful, so now we're utilizing those currents in order for our operations, right? It seems it's like it's a yin and yang. It's like we go out there to express and influence, but we can only do that as much as we've got sucked up and were influenced and were a part of and had experience of. And that's almost where it goes to, yeah, it's like it's the harmony principle. Like there's so much we can gain within, to where if we fully isolate, we can gain so much, and I would never say that we couldn't. It's just that when we do, we start to individuate, and this becomes unseen, right? And thus the brightness and the greatness and the spirit starts to diminish, and that's where the sort of, we have all the influence, but now all of a sudden the greatness, or what we're in charge of, is just the self, right? To where the more we start to harmonize and utilize currents and get lost, the more we can start to utilize those currents for ourselves, right? So it's almost this yin and yang, in that we have to get lost to begin with if we don't understand the current. But then once we do understand the currents, and we've allowed ourselves to ride them out, right, and figure the proper way, figure the truth, figure the setup, you know, the space, what's crashing and what's flowing, what's ebbing, you know, yeah, then we can actually go out while taking our own influence and almost take charge. Like then we can go out to influence, right? Versus that, and that's bringing the time that we had individuating, the time that we had alone, and merging that with the time that now we've got lost and we've kind of absorbed and sort of harmonized with, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's, I don't know, that's where I almost feel like, yeah, we're almost on this cosmic DNA, to where we have like the 90, say, it would be cool if I could draw a picture. Yeah, hold on. Hey, all right. So here, I'm gonna need to put it the other way. So here's what I'm looking at. So how I almost see it is that, or how I do see it, is that where we, like, if we're a young spirit, we're coming here from the bottom, and we're starting to level our way up to where we have this zero experience in the weight realm, right? And our ability to harmonize But we have all of this sort of passion ability, or we're coming from a place where we never had weight, so we're limitless, so we have all of this sort of individuality, right? To the point where if we came up to the greatest being with the greatest wave and the greatest influencing nations and things of that, all of the levels of harmonization and all of the levels of all the levels you have to come up to working with nature and getting lost and understanding and now becoming of that, you basically build yourself of pure mutability, right? Nines. Yeah. So yeah, it's just interesting. That's yeah. So it's just one way as I see it, like some of us could be climbing up this cosmic DNA ladder and some of us could be climbing down, which is why there's people that are so obsessed with like diminishing the ego, and then there's people so obsessed with inflating and gaining weight and gaining responsibilities and being of and things of that nature. So but yeah, so that's why I feel like it really does come down to, yeah, like in order to even stay sober and in control, like know when you need to be lost, you know what I mean? Like know when you don't know the way and you need to open yourself up and you need to ride a current and you need to be mutable, right? But then even if you're doing that, you understand you're playing the fool, and you like that's not wrong either to learn, you know what I mean? So it's like just understand if you're what way you're riding the wave, you know? If you don't understand and you're playing the fool and you need to be influenced in order to learn, or you understand the direction you need to take and you need to withdraw and you need to make sure that you're safeguarding your actions such that when you are going out, you're surfing instead of, you know, biting the undercurrent and or XYZ in the third bar, you can actually express yourself through the wave. Hey, look, just a little bit. Bubbling, Citra, Beach, out.